Okay, I'm making the assumption that this is supposed to be x minus a rational function x minus 3 all over the binomial 7x plus 5, which I have written right here. Over here I have that function graphed in red. Notice it's got two branches. It's got a vertical asymptote at x equals negative 5/7, because that's when the denominator would equal 0. Uh, to test for concavity, you need to find the second derivative. And that starts by finding the first derivative using the quotient rule. So we've got the denominator times the derivative of the numerator, which is 1. I didn't show that here. Minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator, all over the denominator squared, quotient rule. And that simplifies to 26 over 7x plus 5, the quantity squared. Now, I wrote it with a negative exponent to help us take the second derivative. We'll use the power rule there. So negative 2 times 26 is negative 52. Reduce the exponent by 1, multiply by the derivative of the inside, which is 7. So there's your second derivative right there. And we can use the second derivative test to test for concavity. This second derivative is never equal to 0, but it's undefined at negative 5/7. That's where this vertical asymptote exists. So we want to use test numbers on either side of negative 5/7 to see what the sign of the second derivative is. If I put negative 1 in here, then this denominator will be negative, and negative divided by negative is positive. And here's an example. Actually 45.5. So the second derivative to the left of negative 5/7 is positive. And I think, positive, smiley face, concave up. To the right of negative 5/7, like 1, and I could have even used 0, we get a negative number. And that's a frown. Okay, so there's actually, we would think there might be a point of inflection here, except the function is undefined at negative 5/7. So we just have concave up from negative infinity to negative 5/7. That's up. And for down, we have negative 5/7 to infinity. That's what they mean by interval notation. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.